Hey guys, so as we approach the end of another month in the year 2024, it's time to look back and see how my portfolio did for the month when it comes to dividends. So of course that means we're going to look at the companies that paid me, how many checks I got, how much I made overall in dividends, how that compares to the past, and what my goals are when it comes to dividends in the future. On top of that, I actually hit what I consider to be a really cool, more so personal milestone. It's really a testament to investing for the long term consistently in the right stocks and ETFs, no matter how much you can afford to invest into, but we'll definitely get into that in a little bit. But before we get started, make sure you leave a comment down below and let me know how your portfolio performed when it comes to dividends. Did you make enough to just reinvest a bit more to increase your positions, or did you actually take that money out and do something nice for yourself? All right, of course, we got to start with the dividend checks that I received for the month of October, and we will start things off with Nike that paid me $1.07. Then Coca-Cola paid me $1.65. HP paid me 93 cents. BG Properties paid me $2.82. That happened to be my biggest check for the month. Nvidia paid me 25 cents. Best Buy paid me $2.38. I got $2.27 from Altria, $1.31 from Main Street Capital, 37 cents from TFI International, 71 cents from Stag Industrial, $2.21 from Realty Income, 88 cents from SPHD, and $2.71 from QYOD to wrap up the month of October. That left me with a grand total of $19.56 from the 13 checks that I received. I didn't realize this month for dividends was going to be as low as it was, one of my lowest for the entire year, if not the lowest, but it makes sense because aside from positions like VG Properties and Realty Income, a lot of the positions that paid me dividends for this month are companies that I don't really invest into as much. And I feel like that's really important, at least in my opinion, for the positions that you keep based on whatever goal you have. Because if you really like the position and it's really part of the goal that you ultimately have for your portfolio, then you may continue to pay it more attention. So that's something I'm going to keep in mind in the future. But anyway, that put me at a grand total of $261.68. And this is where the big milestone comes in, because this is actually about $4 more than all of 2023 last year. And for me, that's a really big testament, because for the past almost 5 years, I've been investing $25 every single week, roughly, up until the end of last year, where I moved it up to $30, and I've been investing $30 a week ever since. So this is really cool and a great reminder that no matter how much you can afford to invest into the stock market, as long as you're investing consistently and into the right positions, then you'll see that growth over time. And to know that I have 2 months left in this year, and I'm already making more than what I made all of last year, not record-breaking thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, but still more. It's really great and definitely motivational for myself. And speaking of comparing more of this year to last year, when it comes to just October, I made actually 90 cents less in October of last year, which probably makes sense if I actually sold more positions or just invested less into specific positions. When it comes to this same period of time between January and October, I'm actually up $54.28, and my average is $4.69 more than what it was overall for the year 2023. So knowing that just reminds me that I'm heading on the right track, but the right track is constantly changing. So it's always cool for me to see at this point where I could be with my dividend portfolio in the next 5, 10 to 15 years. So according to trackerdividend.com, a website I always look at when it comes to seeing what my future projections are, amongst other things, dividends, my portfolio is currently projected to pay me $363 per year by this time next year, assuming I stop investing and just let dividend reinvesting work itself. And if I continue that route, within the next 5 years, I'll make $703 per year in dividends, 10 years, $1,335 per year, and in 15 years from now, my portfolio would pay me $2,381 per year. That's honestly really cool to know that this will continue to increase because I'm consistently investing, and I also plan on hopefully being able to invest more every single week in the future. I'm trying to get to $50 a week by the end of the year, but we'll see what happens. So my last portfolio update for the month of September, I stated that my dividend goal was to continue to invest in the dividend positions with a slightly higher dividend yield, not risky positions, but positions that would help me increase my overall yield for my portfolio. I'm still battling with the idea right now that, I'm in my early 30s, so I'm still fairly young, and being young gives me more of an advantage to invest in slightly riskier positions that may benefit me more in the long term. So that may mean that I'm going less for the higher yield positions and more so for the higher growth positions that typically invest more of their money back into themselves and result in lower yields like a Costco, Nvidia, maybe even an Apple. Temporarily, and my dividend yield dropping a little bit for the entire portfolio, but as long as my growth is going up, then that'll be worthwhile. And that reminds me of how I'm kind of handling my Roth IRA, which I normally don't talk about a lot on this channel, if at all, but I actually made a video that I released a little over a week ago going over my Roth IRA, breaking down all the positions that I have, why I got a Roth IRA to begin with, and why I'm investing in the positions that I have and where I'm at overall. So make sure you guys check out that video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I appreciate you guys watching as always. And until next time, take care.